many ways, but also that ultimately he was just a great guy. You are not going to believe what Piers Morgan just revealed. It happened behind closed doors, no camera, no press access, no researchers. But now the silence has been broken. And what Piers visioned and Ozzy Osbourne private funeral is something fans will never forget because this wasn't your typical celebrity farewell. What went down inside the room left even harder journalists speechless. And when Piers Morgan finally spoke out, he did not just tell a story. He raised questions that may never fully be answered. Let's unpack what happened. So here he was now last Friday at an undisclosed chapel in central London. Close family and a few trusted friends gathered for what was described as a quiet just silence, grief, and the kind of raw emotion you don't often see in the spotlight. Among the handful of public figures in attendance, Piers Morgan. Now, love him or hate him, Morgan has never been one to bite his tongue. But when he finally broke his silence on what he witnessed at the funeral, the tone was different. There was no mockery. Instead, there was a speaking during a segment of his show. Unseen, Piers looked visibly shaken. He described a room filled not just with sorrow but tension, not dream but weight. You could feel this silence. You could hear people trying not to cry, he said, and in the middle of it all was Sharon. That Sharon Osbourne is lifelong partner in love, business and survival, and according to Pierre, preservers defined the moment. Piers did not spectral, but his voice cracked when he added, I did not think I have ever seen someone carry that much pain that visibly in a room full of people. Another wrote, I did not cry until heard what Sharon did. That broke me. But the question that keeps circling is this: why now? Why did Piers feel the need to speak publicly about a moment so private? So maybe Piers was trying to honor that, to paint a picture no camera could capture. And moments like these, raw, unscripted, emotionally charged, they have becoming rarer. As of now, the Osborne family has not commented on prior remarks. Sharon is reminded entirely silent the survive. Her only public appearance being a low profit drive captured by local press. Maybe it was the image of Sharon standing unmoved, unbroken, but clearly hurting. Or maybe it was the realize that even the loudest voice in music leave behind the question. Will fans finally get the full story behind his final year? Or will moments like this shared in whispered and memories be all we ever truly know? And we won't forget how he said it, because sometimes the loudest goodbye is the one nobody say. This was today important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation, and maybe it a strange way Piers was reminding us of that behind ever raw good, every music icon is a real person, a real family, real grief.
ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣ ਦੇ ਥੱਲੋਂ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ
As of now, the Osborne family has not commented on Piers' remark. Sharon, he reminded entirely silence the survive. Her only public appearance being a low-profit drive captured by local press where she declined interviews. Fans have respected the space. Many have taken to special platform to post photos, memories, and message of support, not just for us but for Sharon. One viral post read, "We celebrated as for year. Let's give Sharon her moment too. The strongest woman in rock. So what now?" Well, the media cycle will move on. It always does. But for those who watched the clip, who heard Pyre for once speak without ego, something struck. Maybe it was the way he described the silence. Maybe it was image of Sharon standing unmoved, unbroken, but clearly hunting. Or maybe it was the realization that even the loudest voice in music leave behind the quaintest echoes. And the question remains, if this is just the beginning of the tributes, how much deeper will the legacy of Ozzy Osbourne go? Will fans finally get the full story behind his final year, or will moments like this heard in whispered and moment be all we truly now? Whatever happened next, no, one thing for sure, the world won't forget what Piers Morgan said, and we won't forget how he said, because something the loudest goodbye is the one nobody saw. This was today important update. We want to take it clear that our videos not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news for across the UK right here on my channel. If you enjoyed the videos, please like, share and please like, share your thought in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Let's unpack what happened. So here what we know, that last Friday at the undisclosed chapel in central London, close family and a few trusted friends gathered for what we describe as a quiet, dignified send-off for rock legend Ozzy Osbourne. No flashing light, no paraphrase, just silence, grief, and the kind of raw emotional you don't often see in the spotlight. No love him or let him. Morgan has never been one to bite his tongue, but when he finally broke his silence on what he witnessed at the funeral, the tone was different. There was no mockery, no thickness. Instead, that there was a. He said Sharon stood for nearly the entire survive, did not speak, did not sit, just stood here, frozen, clutching something in her hand. The Honourable Member for Rigby insists the healthcare should remain free at the point of delivery, but that was not the headline today. That came when Nigel Farage stood in Parliament and lit the fuse, a revelation that stunned MPs, blindsided reporter, and shook the very narrative around Britain post trade future. You could feel